Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs, and yeah, I'm here with a little project that, well, I was actually making it, then I thought, oh, I might as well just turn this into a country diary project and put it in my journal. You know, the one that's going to be finished circa 2030. Yeah, it's turning into the sequel at Avatar, isn't it? 9 years is it later and we've still not got Avatar 2. Anyhow, so I was watching some lives over the weekend and yesterday that Fiona at Miss Paint-A-Lot did, and she was doing a little envelope junk journal, and it reminded me of the envelope mini albums I used to make and some of the little flippy flappy inserts. A lot of my inserts I learnt from a lovely lady, and yeah, she goes by Papercrafter45. You'll have seen her. She's got the little sock monkey symbol. Yeah, sock monkey does the crafting apparently. I'm not convinced on that. Yeah, she's on YouTube and Instagram, and I've followed her for years and years. She's fabulous. And I started off following a tutorial she'd done, and then it went totally different. And I had another idea and thought, ooh, I could do this, that and other, and I ended up with this. Now, someone else has probably already done this, but yeah, I discovered it this morning while I was playing. So what it is, it's a little booklet, and it's made out of little envelopes. As you can see, I've not finished it, but by not finishing it, I think you'll be able to see what I'm doing a little bit easier, and we can then finish decorating this one together. So it's 3 C7 envelopes, and yeah, by cutting bits off and folding them and tucking them, you end up with a little 3-page booklet that has room for, these are the cards that came in my envelope and card pack, has a room for a tag or insert there, top there and top there. So there'll be 3 little inserts plus all the pages. So these come in a pack like this. I'll show you quickly. Where have they gone? Here we go. I got them out ready. Yeah, I think I've had these quite a while. The Dovecraft, so I'm thinking I must have picked them up in either Sainsbury's, because Sainsbury's used to do a Dovecraft range. I don't know if they still do, or maybe the Works. But yeah, I know I've had them a while, because I used to do a lot of card making, so I've got a lot of card blanks. So it was time to use some cards and envelopes up, and Fiona just gave me that nudge. Anyhow, let's take some more out of the packet, and I'll show you exactly how I make this. So pop these to one side for now, and I'll pop my journal away. I don't want to accidentally cut it or damage it, because I do things like that. So firstly, I'm going to get my paper trimmer. Oh no, first I'm going to do a bit of gluing. That's what glue up here. So I'm going to take one of the envelopes and I'm going to glue this flap down, and I'll just put a line of glue there along the edge of the inside flap, and a line of glue along the outer edge there. Come on, glue, you do want to come out. I'm only using my art glitter so that it'll dry quick, and for speed and ease I used regular PVA on my other one. I'm saying speed and ease, I think my nozzle's clogged and it's not coming out properly. So I'll just let that one stick while I show you how to cut the other two. Right, place your envelope so that you've got the diamond flaps. This would work with envelopes that had the straight flaps. It would work just as well. The flaps facing each other, and then we want to take a sliver off the top of that envelope and the other. So I'm just going to take off as little as I possibly can. Same with this one. Just as little, just so that you get the opening. That was, yeah, I have got an opening. Right, the one that I've then glued, I'm going to take a sliver off each side. Yeah, the long sides. Again, as little as you possibly can. You want this one to open on both sides. Did that go all the way to the bottom? Yes, it did. Then we'll move the chopper out of the way for now. So I will take my 2 envelopes that I took a little sliver off, Just check I've got those two open sides there. Yes, I have. Now I'm just going to put glue. I'm just going to poke my glue with a pin for a second, just to get rid of that blockage, because it was coming out very rubbish. Yeah, we're coming out rubbish. That pin's too big. I'll try the pin that should have been in it. I'm a nightmare with pins. There you go, just clear it. That's better. So yeah, we're going to put, we don't want to glue on that side this time, because we're not gluing that to there. We're going to glue that inside this other envelope. So we want a line around there and a line along that edge, not right up to the crease because we don't want it showing, and just a little squiddle, just a little squiddle. So we've cut both edges off this envelope and it's now like so. So I'm going to put that, don't matter which way around, I don't know why I just turned that, over that flap that we've just glued. Yeah, I'm going to make sure it goes down to the desk. That's just my way of lining it up. I want the bottom to line up, because remember this envelope's a tiny bit taller than the other now. So I'm going to tip it up and just squish it like that so the bottom edges line up. I'm then going to check the inside. I think it needs to just slide on a little bit more. Do you know I used ordinary PVA for this before, and I think that would be better because you've got a bit more wiggle time than you have with the 3-in-1 the art glitter. I just got a random blob of glue there. Oh, but that's fine, I've done it. And then I can press down and make sure they stick. So you can see already we've got a flap. Now I'm going to get the other envelope and I'm going to do the same thing, glue around the edge of the flap and then line along there, not too near the crease, just so it don't go oozing out and sticking it where we don't want. Then I'm going to again put that, I'll hold this time, this one's a bit more tricky, slide that in. Then I'm going to fold those up. I'm not pressing to stick the glue yet. I'm more concerned with lining up these bottom and that right edge. Then I'll put it down, check that it looks good and it looks perfect. Then I'll just press it down to set the glue and put, so the envelope stays where we've put it. So there you see, we've got a little booklet now with 3. We've got the front, the inside and then the back. Yeah, so we've got to the same stage I was at with the one I've been playing with. The only difference is I've already matted my front cover. So I'm going to swap to decorating this one, because you don't need to see me do another front cover, do you? That's one bit out of the way. I will show you how I am now choosing which piece of paper to use. Well, I've done it like this for a long time, to be honest. But I sometimes forget to cut a template and just crack on without. So we're going to use some of the prettier pages from Edith Holden on this one. I seem to have been doing birds and autumn so far. We've got that lovely bright colourful cover. So which page? I decided I'm going to use this page. I don't like cutting the pretty pages up, I'm terrible. And yeah, we've got a butterfly on the front, so excuse me, I want to mat those pages. I'm going to put a pocket on those pages. So first I'm going to do those interior pages. And can you see I've got this lovely torn edge? Well, actually it's not a torn edge. I didn't use my tear ruler. Again, another thing to thank Fiona for. I was watching one of her older videos and she used these. These are the Fiskars Decal Edge scissors, and oh my word, aren't they amazing? I'll first say they're not the most fantastic scissors for getting a smooth cut, but I don't want a smooth cut. I want it to look like I've ripped it, but I want more control over where it rips. And this is it. They do it. So thank you for that, Fiona. I tracked these down on Amazon. They were only about £3, £4, and I thought that was a steal. So I'm going to decide what bits of paper I want for my mats on the centre one. So enter my template. I've measured the area, the size that the mat needs to be, and I've cut it out. using this trimmer. I'll show it you in case you don't have one or you don't know what it is. It's one of the One Fiskars again. Yeah, you can put this trimmer down. Grab a random piece of paper, woman. Random piece, all this randomness, and I can't find a random piece of plain paper. Oh, I'm going to use that. Oh, it wants to be shorter anyway. So it's a pointy little blade, so you can pop the point down. There you go. So can you see how that's just put a little slit? So I just do that. I draw the size I want my aperture to be. Well, it's not an aperture, it's the size that my mat's going to be. Then I cut it out with that paper trimmer. Very handy. You could do it with scissors. I mean, we don't have to have it perfect, do we? And then I know exactly what size my mat wants to be, and I can look around my paper. I've seen Tanya at Tatty Treasure do this with piece of acetate, but I do find this easier. Ooh, I like the bird. I think we're going to have the bird. Yeah? Yeah, we'll just, yeah, we'll frame him like that. Yeah, he's got some foliage all four corners, and he's framed nicely in the middle. So then I'm just going to come in and very lightly draw around where I want that to be. Now, will I get another one off this page? I will. I'll just get another one so I can go for those lovely butterflies. Yeah, we'll put that up a little bit. I know we've got that random wing, but hey ho. Do I want that? Ooh, that's better. That gets rid of the random wing, doesn't it? No random wings to worry about. I'll line it up with the pencil edge from the other mat. Yeah, that's better. Sorry, random wing, you've been outed. There you go. I mean, I could have come in and ripped that, but then I would have lost all these other pieces that I can use for some other things in my journals. So I'm first just going to come in and separate these two pages just to make them a bit easier to work with. So, there we go. Put that to one side for something else, and I'm going to come in and cut along my pencil lines with my decal edge. I'm trying to go too fast, aren't I? With my decal edge scissors. And because we want it to look like it's been ripped, it don't have to look too perfect, does it? I'm leaving it so I can just see the pencil line, so I'm sort of cutting just outside on that one. Here I will have to just cut directly down the middle because I'm making it. I've not got any room between the two mats, have I? So yeah, straight down the middle. So I've got part of the pencil line showing and part not. Yeah, I think these scissors are fabulous. Can you see what I mean about the cut not being perfect? I don't know whether it's just because of the paper I'm using, but I don't want it perfect. That just adds to the look that you would get had you torn it with your tear ruler. Now I'm going to have to be really careful cutting this edge off because we're very close to the edge. I just want to get this torn look. I have noticed if you open these fully they have trouble starting again, so I don't open them quite fully. I'm sure I have a paper trimmer that does this pattern, you know. I've had it years. It's a rotary trimmer with interchangeable blades. Yeah, because I'm only cutting a bit off, it's not doing it so fantastic. But you know what? I think I can live with that. I'm going to try doing the other edge. Yeah, so I've just discovered, don't use these too close to an edge, or you're not going to get the effect that you want. And I bet that's too close now to the edge to come in with my ruler. So do you know what, all these bits that didn't quite cut through, can you see what I'm doing? I'm just roughly cutting around because it's left the impression of where the scissors would have cut had they cut through perfectly. So I've just come in with my ordinary fussy cutting. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yep, that's good. So I'm going to now finish cutting the other one out. Yeah, for £3, £4, whatever it were, you can't go wrong with these. Especially when you're trying to make things look more grungy than they actually are. We want it to look like this has been ripped from the book. But then it still offers me that level of control that I sometimes need to know that, yes, I'm getting the exact piece of paper that I want. Yay ho. So there we have us 2 mats. I'm going to come in with my soft rubber if I can find it. So I know it's out here somewhere. I used it on the front piece. Yep. And I'm just going to get rid of some of the pencil lines. I'm not worried about totally getting rid of them because I'm going to cover them up in a second with some ink. But we don't want any thick ones showing. I'm not even going to check that right size because I'm so confident they are. Just famous last words. I'm going to come in and ink them up. But yeah, I really like that effect. Really like it. And like I said, so much more precise than using the tear ruler. I find it really difficult to stop tearing with that ruler. It's like all the page or none. And then sometimes I don't even tear along the edge of the ruler. I do use it, don't get me wrong, but these days I tend to use the water brush with it to help it tear. Right, let's bring my little folder back in. Oh yeah, that's going to be lovely. I so like. So I'm going to come in with my glue. I'm using my Kalal. You might notice if you've watched me before that I'm using a different bottle for my Kalal. I've bought some really cheap icing bottles from Amazon. These bottles cost me, I know exactly how much because I've looked them up to recommend to Tanya at Tatty Treasure today. They are £3.25 for 2. I've got one for my crafts and my daughter's got other one for its intended purpose. How radical is that? She's using something for the purpose for which it was intended. She loves baking. She's 14 now. She made her own birthday cake for her 14th birthday. And it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. She did better than I could. It were a 2-layer deep tall cake. No, 3-layer cake. Yeah, and she did that rough icing around. She got a little turntable. She wanted her baking set for her birthday, so I got her the one with turntable and wire things to cut top off your cake. The only issue I have with her baking is I want to eat it. Not good. But yeah, she bakes beautiful cakes. Right, we're going to put this one on again. So yeah, the thing I'm finding good about this icing bottle for my Kalal is the tip is narrower than you would get on a, say, the 3-in-1 or the Fabri-Tac, but it's not as narrow as you get on those little bottles you can buy and fill up. So sometimes I have a hard time squeezing enough out of them sometimes. They have the place, but I'm wanting quite a bit of glue on. So basically, yeah, they're good for putting quite a bit of glue on, but you still get a level of precision. Yeah. So that's this inside 2 matted. They are gorgeous. Now I'm wanting to put something with a pocket on this one. So where's my pin gone for my Kalal? Put it back in. Be a good girl. There you go. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm using a pin in the top of this. It's narrow enough so that the little pearl on the end ends as your stopper. I wouldn't trust it laid down. I think it probably would just seep out, but that's keeping it airtight so the glue's not evaporating. Right, what we're going to mat this with, I think I want some, oh, it'd be a shame to waste that. I've got text on back that I want. And I'm not going to spend 3 days deciding which book page to use, because that would be, I'm going to use that. Just do it, Julie. That butterfly's half missing. I want to use the bottom anyway, so I'm just going to use the text on that. Yeah, just go for it. It's paining me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mat that page with text, and then I'm going to come in with something else at the bottom to make a pocket. Do I want these torn? I think yes, I do want them torn. Yes, I do. Well, not torn, decal edged, scissored. But do I want to tear that edge? No, I don't. In fact, shut up dithering, woman. Shut up dithering. So I'm going to come in and draw a line. Yeah, what do I want? I want to cut all that white off anyway. So I know this is the width I want, so I'm going to start my line off up here. I'll keep a little, yeah, that'll do. So then I'm just going to slide it down some more, and I'm going to continue that line down. So I'm going to use that part and then this part as the backing text. Yeah, then I'm not even going to bother drawing bottom bit, I'm just going to cut. So let's get the decal edges. Hopefully this will work better as I'm cutting a little bit more off the edge. Is it doing? Yes, it is. I think you need enough to, yeah, I think the piece of paper you're cutting off needs to be as wide as the scissor blades for it to work. Yeah, having a bit more success this time. It's still not brilliant when I'm cutting near edge, but it's doing what it says on tin. Yeah, as it got a little bit, I ran out a little bit there, can you see? And it got easier to cut. So I'm just going to check my width, see whether this needs to be wider or not. It's a good job I checked that. That needs to be a little bit wider than that one. I think that, yes, that page is a little wider. Plus, I think because you've got the brown there, it would look like your gap were really huge. So I'm going to cut on the outside of this pencil line for my mats. And that'll give me the lovely butterfly at the bottom to use. I'll just have to forget that there's good stuff on the other side. I'm just going to have a drink because I'm getting froggy. Rabbit, that's better. Oh yeah, that's much better, that width. Yeah. So I'm going to put that piece at the bottom. Yeah, I know it's got a caterpillar on, but we're not going to see it. I'm going to cover him up. I really don't like him. I'm being caterpillarist. I'm just going to get that level to where I want it. Yeah. Do you know what can be tricky with these? The fact that the writing isn't straight across the page sometimes. Really can be tricky. I'm just going to mark that to where I want it. Yeah. And I'm going to cut across. So what we're going to have there, we're going to get a bit of white at the top there, but we can live with that, can't we? So I'm going to mark that one again. And now I want to cut inside the pencil line. I'm going to try it this way around when I'm cutting the edge as well. Bit of an epiphany there, people. Yeah, much easier. Keep the tiny bit you're cutting off on your left hand side, seems to work better. Am I happy with that? Yeah, I think I just ran off a little bit at that edge, didn't I? I'm going to try cutting it quick. Yeah, quick. Works a bit better when you cut it quick. Yeah, so that's one mat. That's frog's back again. Oh, we want back page there now. Oh, look at the pretty on the other side. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, no, I want text. Oh, don't even. Do you know, I think it's difficult to cut this Edith Olden wrong. It's difficult for it not to look good. So I'll mark that again. I want to cut that out. To be honest, it doesn't really matter at the bottom. I'm putting a pocket on. Excuse me. Stop it, Julie. Yeah, that'll be good. So, coming with the inking again. I forgot to get rid of my pencil. Do you know, I've just inked over some pencil and I can't even see where pencil is. So, it's not a big problem. Look at me, that's not 100% square. But guess what, I'm still going to use it. Ooh, how radical am I becoming? But when it's got ripped edges, you don't see it, do you? You can't tell. I'm still going to put it on back page instead. Where's my other one gone? Where's it gone? Have I left it inside? Of course I have, it's there, look. Silly woman. I had them both together. So we'll ink around there. And that one's going to go there. Excuse me. I'm just going to pause a second. That's better. I battered the frog with a log. Frog's gone now. No, I didn't batter it with a log, sorry. Here we go. I need to get some more of my honey and lemon sweets. Because I do go very croaky when I'm filming. Yes, that's going to go there. So, grab the 3-in-1 glue again. Oh God, that's stuck to my finger pin. I'm going to come in around the edges. I've just had a thought, I've just forgot something, so I'm just going to wipe that glue back off. Oh, it comes, look how easy that comes off. Oh, don't crinkle your paper, you silly woman. Uncrinkle, uncrinkle. Yeah, I need to make a seal there. We are going to be putting a journal card in the top, aren't we? So we want a glue that's not going to squish in 3 mile. So I'm not going to use my 3-in-1 for this bit. I could actually use it for the rest. You know, I could, yeah. I'm going to use it for everywhere apart from that edge. Yeah. So I can use it there, and there, and there, and there. But down this edge, I'm going to put a line of my 3-in-1. Because I want a nice, precise line. And you can be much more precise with this 3-in-1 than you can with the Kalal, even though I can be more precise with my new bottle. What have I done? Oh, I've inked the wrong side. I've glued the wrong side. What have I done? Do you know what? It looks like I'm having... Do you know when I said that side with butterflies looks lovely? It looks like I'm having that side with butterflies now, doesn't it? Last time I did something this daft on camera, someone in my comments put, no, I was screaming at you, no, don't do it, it's the wrong one. So, yeah, I bet people were telling me that was the wrong side to ink. Can always get some more ink on this after it's stuck down. So, yeah, we made the informed decision not to use the text again. So we decided to put it butterfly side up, didn't we? Yes, we did. You may have missed that. I think it occurred in my head without me informing anyone. So yeah, we've now got a beautiful butterfly on there, don't you? Actually, I think that's a happy accident. I like the look of it. I do. I think it looks much better with the butterfly there than the text. What they said, there's a reason for everything in life, isn't there? We could still have a bit of text on back. We really could. What's on the other side? Oh, another butterfly. Oh, ecky thump. Do you know what? I'm going to do that same. Yeah. I've just totally changed my mind about what I'm making here, which I often do. And I am putting that one butterfly side up. I think what I've just learnt now is sometimes I ought to cut my paper with my eyes shut. Because I lined this up to get the text, didn't I? And I actually like what I ended up with on the other side better. I'm just cutting that pointy edge off. I didn't like it. We've still got a point there that I'm not unhappy with. I'm going to do that with my Tim Holtz's. There you go. Just a little wiggly cut. Yeah. Well, there you go. I often end up making something completely different to what I set out to make. So this little project has now morphed twice. So put your 3-in-1 here, Kalal on first, missus. Around 3 edges. And some around the middle. And then I can put the one line of art glitter where we want that nice precise line. Whoa, that was straight. I don't think I could have done it that good with a ruler. I think I've missed a bit of glue in there. Yeah, a bit more. And that. I know the butterfly's upside down, but he was on the picture. I think he was just dive bombing. If butterflies dive bomb, I'm not sure they do. This one obviously is. I think I'm going to need a tiny little dab of glue under that corner as well. Yeah, because the paper doesn't go all the way to the top, does it? And we don't want that coming undone. I'm going to do the same over here as well. Yeah, can you see? Just going to come in and put a bit of glue there. Where the paper would have continued up to. Well, look at that. That's completely different to what I were going to do. But do you know what? I like it. I think I might even like it more. Yes. And do you know the pockets I were going to put in? I'm going to do them different now on both. I'm going to put a pocket there on that one. And I'm going to make it out of... Do you know, I'm not even doing a pocket. I'm doing a fussy cut flutterby. Frog's back. I think we need to knock him on the head with a log again. No, I'm not cruel to frogs. Do you know, I've not seen a frog for years. And we live not far from a lovely country park. It's walkable from my house. It's literally 2 miles to a reservoir that is a country park, and it's beautiful. It's lovely walking there downhill. Coming back is a right old slog uphill. It's, I mean, to say I live so close to a city, to then have a country park 2 miles away from my house, it's unbelievable. Yeah, there's gift shop, there's cafe, there's little craft workshops. I'm going to put him there, or do I want him on back page? No, because they look like they're on a collision course, them 2 butterflies then, don't they? Yeah. No, we don't want that. We don't want any aerial collisions between butterflies. I'm going to put him there, but I'm just going to glue him on 3 edges, and then we can tuck something behind him. I'm not going to strengthen him with cardboard. Excuse me again. Because this, I think the seedy soled and paper is thick enough. So yeah, I'm just going to put some glue down that edge of his wing. And a little bit there. There. And then we can use him as a little tuck. And I think that's cuter than a square pocket. Oh yeah. I like that. I don't have anything to tuck at the moment, but you know what? Get your label punch out, girl. Yeah. I'm just going to punch a piece out with this label. What can we punch out? I'm just looking for something to punch now. Not in the angry want to knock you on the floor kind of sense. Oh, I'm going to punch a catkin. My label punch. I'm going to ink the edge of the catkin. I mean, you can do this with anything. It does not have to be this that you tuck in here. I just wanted to tuck something in. There we go. I'll actually make a proper tag. In fact, do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to use this on the back page as another tuck spot in its own right. Is it going to cover part of the butterfly up? Yeah, I can't. It's going to cover butterfly up. I want something more triangular. I need something triangular to stick in the corner. What we got here? It's just dissolving into utter sheer silliness now, isn't it, this video? What we got on here? Oh, that's the one, the other one I showed you where I'd done the front. Oh, it's this one, innit? Because I decided to carry on with this. Yeah, I was messing about trying to find fronts. Do you know, I just love that. I love it. So that's going to carry on going in and there. We'll make a different tag at some point. I don't know what I'm going to put on there as a pocket yet, and I'm not sure what I'm putting on back, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the tags, the mats for the inside. So I need to grab a couple of the cards out of my pack. I'll need 2, and I'm also going to use my, I think I might use my envelope punch board to make some tabs. I think that's the one thing I didn't show you making when I did the gadgets and gizmos. Where is it? I know it's here because I've had it. Here we go. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold over a piece of my Edith Holden. Yeah, we want some floralness on it. Edith Holden page. And I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to make a tab. Of course I'm going to make a tab. Yeah. I'm just going to bring it in and punch it. Oh, I went a bit far there, didn't I? And then I'm going to, no, I can keep it same side, can't I, silly woman? Punch again. Yeah. And I'm going to make one about same size. I'm not bothered if it's exactly the same size, it's smaller. Let's do, then I'm going to come in with my scissors and I'm going to go freestyle with this. This is radical for me, cutting freestyle with scissors. It's never done. I'm going to cut up there. Whoa. And I'm going to cut there. Can you see why it's never done, me cutting freestyle with scissors? I've just made a total hash of that. I keep cutting more off each side trying to make them match. They actually do now. But we're in danger of heading for a place where there were not going to be tabs anymore. Can you see what I mean by them being tabs? Yeah. It's just a rough tab shape. We could round those bottoms off, but you know what? I don't want to. I'm going to bring my trimmer in. So I've got 2 tabs ready for the cards I've not made yet. I'm going to cut this piece of card in half, just to where the crease is. It's the actual, what would be the greeting card. And we want one to go in the top of there. Don't tell me I put this in upside down. No, I haven't. I got a panic on then. That's just too wide. Because remember, we've had to glue along that edge. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. I will make it, I'm going to try going down to 2.5 inches. See how that fits. Now I don't want to put some notches in because I'm putting tabs on. That's still a little too wide. So let's take it down to, what was that, 2.5. I'm going to take it down another 1/8. So that's now 2 5/8. And let's see how that fits. I want to make it as wide as possible. I don't want it to be too narrow and get lost. Do you know what I've done? Like an absolute idiot. I've put glue on the middle instead of just around the edge. So that is never ever going to go in a million years. Oh, that one is. I didn't do it on that one. But on this one, now let's see if I can bring that glue apart. What an absolute numpty. That's because I'm talking and doing. Oh, I've not put too much on. Oh, I can save it. Yes, it can be saved. Yeah, I've done it. You silly woman. What did you do that for? But yeah, that's perfect, that. 2 5/8. How not to craft. A cautionary tale from Julie. There we go. Phew. I really thought that were just the end then. I thought, yeah, we're going to have to start again. We've had so many happy accidents with this one. Right, to make it easier for these to slide in and out as well, I'm going to round the corners. So I'm going to grab my, this is the new one I got after seeing Tanya use it. I'm going to use the smallest one. I have noticed though, if you don't knock all those little bits of card out, it chomps really funny. And then you have to alter the size of your project. So I'm sorry about all this banging, but I don't want to ruin these cards. Let me see if it does it. If I don't knock it out, yeah, can you see? If I don't knock it out after each use when I'm doing card, it just chomps random. I think what happens is your card doesn't get in there into the corner snugly, and then it just chomps at a funny angle. Right, I'm going to get my little tabs now and stick them on after those near disasters and warnings of other disasters, and yeah, Julie's disaster warning. That's one. I know the different sizes, but world's not going to end, is it? It's not going to end. Look at me getting all free and random with my journals. I'm going to use a little bit of art glitter on these because I want them to set nice and quick before they move and end up. Oh, it's blogged again. God, it'd be so good if I remembered to put my pin in. What would I do if I had a brain? So I'm just going to pop that on the top. Do you know, I'm going to put them Katie cornered. Well, not Katie cornered, just I'm going to put one towards one side and one towards the other so they don't line up when I put them on. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Oh, there we go. That's the juggling session for the day complete. Tune in next time where I'll be mixing cocktails. And that one's going to be over towards that edge. And there we go. I may mat them, I may not, I don't know. I'm not going to do it this video anyway. Let's pop them in and see what occurs. So that one goes in there. That one in there. Oh yeah, and they're staggered. Oh, I like it. Oh, really pleased with how this has turned out. Then I want my other card. Right, do you know what? I'm gonna throw that in half, and I might put the full card in the middle rather than cutting it. Let's see how that goes. Right, at this point, if you may remember how we glued these, if I push this all the way in, it's going to come back out at the other side. But I'm not going to glue it because we might want that to happen. You see what I mean? Let me put it in sideways and show you. Look. I mean, that's so versatile. It could be some kind of weird belly band if we wanted it to be. Yeah, we could glue just that down, couldn't we? We could put a little ribbon tie on or something, and that could be a weird little belly band. Yeah. So do you know what? I'm going to leave this as the full card. I'm going to pop it in crease first. Yeah. And I'm going to put a tab just on one side. So then when you pull it out, it opens up. So there's just going to be like acres. Well, this was going to be... It's ended up more decoration than journaling space, but you've got lots of journaling space on these pull-out pieces. So that can just be pretty for you to look at. And I'm happy we've now got some bright colours and some butterflies in on the act. Yeah, we've managed to get a butterfly on every page apart from the one with a bird. That's really good. I didn't plan it that way. It just occurred. So let's round these corners. Yep. I'll bang it on my hand. I saw the piece fall out then. So if I don't see the bit fall out, that's when I'll come in and start banging it on the desk. Yeah, I've seen it fall out. And I've said that enough times now. And I'm going to do that bit as well. Yeah. Oh, liking it. So then bring my little envelope punch board back in. And I'm going to make one more tab for the side. Let's fold that way. I think I might make this tab a little bit bigger on the side because it's a much bigger, chompier card, isn't it? So, punch and punch again. It's going to end up being plain, this, isn't it? Yeah, they're my big scissors. Cut along there. And I'm going to make this one a fancy shape. Ooh, look at that. How good with that? It's going to be really wonky, isn't it? It's going to be really wonky. Is that good enough to pass muster? I think it is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think I need to straighten that up. Here she goes. Freestyle cutting. This tab's going to end up 2mm long by the time I'm happy it's straight. Wow, I'm happy already. Either my standards are lowering or my cutting's getting better. I'm really not sure which. I just had to check our filming then. Sometimes get this awful sinking feeling in your stomach that, oh no, I've not turned the camera on. And sometimes I haven't turned the camera on. But it just seems that this time I had. So, that's that glued. Oh, it's cardboard now I'm sticking it to. It's under envelope punch board. Of course it is. Where else would it be? And I'm going to put that on the back one. I'm going to pop it not in the middle, but not right at the top. Just a little bit. If I were using a bigger piece of card and not the greeting card, I could have cut one of those tabs. Do you remember we did in that other video? But sometimes adding tabs is the only way to go. Then that is going to go in there. Oh, and there we have it. I'm quite pleased with that. Like so, it's not, there's more we can do to this yet. I just don't know what. And who wants to watch me going half for 2 hours? But you know, I always say there's a reason for everything in life. Things happen for a reason. We just came up with that belly band idea, and I happen not to have decorated the back page. So yes, that could be glued to the page. We could have 2 flaps. We could fasten that with a little piece of ribbon. We could. And then that could be a mad little belly band. I don't know. We'll have to see how I add it into my journal. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. A little insight into how my mind works. It'll either thrill you or terrify you and you'll go running for hills. So I do apologise to one of my subscribers who I did promise to sing some Mamma Mia songs on one of my videos, and I've bottled it. I can't do it. It's not happening. No intentional singing. You might get a little bit of humming now and again, but no. Anyway, I'll stop waffling because I like to have a waffle at end. And I will see you next time. And I'm going to keep going with these Edith Eldon projects till it's done, this journal. It needs doing, doesn't it, and getting out of my way. Yeah. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.